Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome. This reading is good for all placements of Virgo in your chart, or if you are interested in a Virgo. So right away here, they're showing me someone opening mail or a package. So perhaps you're doing that right now as you're listening to this video, or it could be incoming news. Some of you may come home to a package, or it could be something that shows up on your doorstep or in your mailbox within the next 48 hours. So please take that as it resonates. I feel like this is something good. I mean, it could be something you've ordered, of course, but it could be a surprise invitation, an announcement. It could be a sale. Maybe something's on sale that you've wanted for quite some time. You also have the honeymoon card showing up as your bonus, or what you don't see coming. So some of you, there could be a second honeymoon, a spark that is reignited within a relationship here. For others of you, you could be taking a vacation, retreating, or again, going on a honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And you may celebrate the holiday season with family members. If you celebrate Thanksgiving or any other holidays that are showing up in the month of November, it can be a really powerful month for a lot of you with connecting and reconnecting. It can be difficult at times for those of you who don't always have people to celebrate with, or if you have lost loved ones. But I feel like there's a little bit of a spin on this season for you here, or this month, and it's going to be really exciting for you. It's going to bring a lot of heartfelt energy, because you actually have here in the near future, you have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. This soulmate could be in the form of a lover. They could be a best friend. It could be a family member. Soulmates show up in all different shapes, sizes, and forms here on Earth. It could even be in the form of a pet. So keep an open mind this month, because you may find love in unexpected places, is what I'm getting here. So for those of you that are looking for love, there's passion in the air. I mean, that is your center card here, is passion. And it says here, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So a lot of you are opening up this heart chakra. You're feeling the love. You're getting in the spirit of embracing family and friendships. Some of you are homebodies, but you're connecting with others through maybe even writing out some sort of card, or no thank you card, or it could be just a blank card where you write your own words in it and you mail it off. There's something here with a handwritten card, and maybe that's part of what's coming in with that mail energy as well. It could be handwritten cards that you write to people, or maybe you receive one. This could be a part of maybe even a recipe swap, or a recipe group. Now, you also have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, Virgo. They're giving me the name Keith. Keith, that could be a last name, a person's name, a pet's name. Keith, please take that as it resonates. But some of you, you have these romantic feelings, or just deep emotions in general. This is the month for you to open your heart up and explore what it means for you. If you are being called to reach out to someone, this is the month to do so. If you are wanting to start maybe a support group online, or join a community, this is the month to do so. There's passion here. If you are looking to reignite a spark with someone you are currently involved in, this is the month to do so. So I see a lot of really great energy coming in here for you, Virgo. But I do sense that there's going to be some conversations that need to be had, or some expression. Instead of maybe holding yourself back, it's important for you to express yourself, because you start off with the Hanged Man here. And the Hanged Man, you know, he's laying on the bed there. He has his phone above him, and he's feeling a little bit bored, right? He may be wanting to connect, but he's not sure how. He may be wanting to reach out, but he's questioning or second guessing. He may want to go out to the party, but instead he's staying home. So I feel like there is a perspective shift happening here for you this month where you're able to see things in a new light, in a new way. Because typically the Hanged Man energy, it shows up in other decks as an illuminated crown chakra. So some sort of spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment, or just being able to get a little bit of a change in perspective by changing up your routine a bit. So some of you, I feel like you're going to do something new this year. For example, maybe you always shop online for your holiday gifts. You may see that there's a big sale or a big event that takes you out in public. So there could be something that gets you out of your normal comfort zone. But I feel like you're going to see the love in the air if you're looking for it. And for some of you, if you've had the mentality of, I don't want to go to this place because everybody's rotten and everybody's mean and it's just going to be a crazy, if you go in with that energy, then of course that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to see. It's almost like when you buy or purchase a new vehicle, and let's say a Chevy Equinox, you're looking for a Chevy Equinox, you purchase one, and then you see them all over on the road, right? Because you're focused on that energy. And again, not here to sell a Chevy Equinox, but I do feel for some of you, you're changing the way that you view the world, and therefore the world is going to change because you are changing here. Your challenge for the month of November, you have the Page of Swords to open up to these new beginnings here. Now, Page of Swords is an inquisitive little creature, so you may need to scope things out a little bit more this month. So it could be doing a little bit of research on some details, some events, right? A plan. So perhaps you are hosting a get-together or someone else is. It's important to maybe RSVP or to look at the details. Maybe you're fine-tuning or fine-planning a vacation. You may want to look into the details here because there could be something that you miss. Perhaps you go to a celebration that is, dressy, but yet you show up in blue jeans. So I feel like there's something that it's important for you to research or look into. Otherwise, it could throw you for a little bit of a loop. With the Page of Swords showing up here as your challenge as well, there could be something that you've heard in the past, or some of you, now this is a very strange message. Some of you may have heard people talking behind your back, or you may have found out some news that really caused you to see a person or see a situation in a new way. But I feel like you're coming back from that now. That's what you're doing here, because in the future you have the Three of Wands. So you're planning, and we just talked about planning here. And for some of you, it's going to bring about a new beginning that maybe you didn't see coming. So some sort of travel plans could change. They could get altered. Maybe you wanted to go to this person's house for the holidays, but you found out that, something was said or done, or you just didn't want to be a part of it. And then you switch things up a little bit. Okay. For those of you who have children, this could be a struggle. If you are not talking to a child, if they're an adult child, or if they are maybe if you're separated or divorced, they could be staying with their dad or their mom. And that could be difficult for you. It's a really challenging time of year when it does come to family, but we have those ups and downs when it comes to custody, or when it comes to some harsh words that were spoken, or gossip or spying. And I kind of get the energy here that someone is keeping tabs on you. You may not know it, but someone could be concerned or worried about you. I don't feel like it's the same person that may be keeping tabs on you. I hope that makes sense. For some of you as well, this Page of Swords, I'm getting here younger sibling. It may be that this could be your first year that you don't have a child in the home. Maybe they went off to college, or maybe you are visiting someone and they're not with their children, and it kind of, it feels like it's souring the energy a tad bit here. Someone is souring the mood or souring the energy, but I feel like it's because of some sort of a loss, because someone's not there, or maybe you feel like the mood or the energy has been soured. But I actually get here, it's important to keep this open mind because things are going to turn out better than you thought. There's going to be something that fills that gap, and it's going to be even more exciting than maybe what you've gone through here. So what do we have below you? You do have the sun. So again, the sun card, it is showing up in the reverse position in your foundation. So something that once brought you a lot of happiness, it may feel a little bit dampened. Now again, it may have to do with grandchildren, children of your own. The sun card could also be that something was pulled out from underneath you. Maybe you were told that this was going to occur, or this is how something was going to happen, or you were told something, but it didn't come to fruition, or it didn't happen in the way that you thought it would. And it left you feeling a little bit blue, because right above this, we do have the 5 of Cups, right? What's kind of coming in here is you dealing with the disappointment of something that you were very excited about. Maybe you thought someone was going to come home. This could even be your own child. And you thought they were going to come home, but then they got stuck maybe with work or with school, or maybe they had plans of their own. But I feel like you're actually going to turn a situation that was painful into something that's gainful, right? There's pain and gain. And I feel like you're finding the balance and you're actually coming out on top here. But someone could surprise you as well, Virgo, and say, we're coming home. Now, if this is a romantic partnership, I feel like there could have been some harsh words that were spoken, or maybe someone ghosted you, or they just left you on, unread, or they didn't respond back to you in a timely manner. And you're wondering, well, what's up with this person? It could be because this person is going through something themselves as well. They could be going through some job loss, a family situation. If you're partnered up, there could be a parent who is ill, or someone who may have crossed over, okay? Because we do have the 5 of Cups here, and that could interfere with, a love connection or a relationship. But remember, and this just came up for the Leo reading, there is no I in teamwork. You are a team. You don't have to feel segregated or singled out here. Because in the recent past, you have the 2 of Swords. Look at these two. They are in bed together, but their backs are faced against each other, and they're both on their phone. This reminds me of 2 ships in the night, kind of just passing by. It's like there is, 2 of you could be like roommates. You could be strangers. It's just, someone that you once had a very strong connection with, but things aren't the same here. And that may be what you are working on this month. That may be why you need to take a little bit of a break. It says, enjoy this holiday time together, because someone may want to go visit family and you may not. Can you find a compromise? That's what I'm getting here for you, because there's a little bit of indecisiveness. Now, this could be 2 separate beds as well. You could be thinking about someone. They could be thinking about you. Maybe you're at a distance. Maybe they are away taking care of family, or they're at work here, or you wanted to be with someone, but for whatever reason, it's not turning out the way that you had thought. Because the 2 of Swords can be the energy of being at a crossroads, right? The head pulling you in one direction and the heart pulling you in another. There's a decision that needs to be made here. And I feel like some of you, you may have been lying to yourself, or there was some hidden truths that maybe you just didn't want to deal with. It's like, here it is, the problem, the elephant, here it is to address, but then it's like you're trying to hide the elephant behind the curtain. And no matter how much you try to hide that elephant, right, it's too big. The feet are going to stick out. That trunk's going to stick out. You can't hide it. So I feel like there's something coming to the surface here for you to address, so you can heal it, so you can grieve it, and so you can move forward in this relationship or within your own growth, your own healing, and be able to come out on the other side, right? Come out on the other side. And that's why you have the Hanged Man here, because some of you feel stuck. You feel lonely. You may feel a little bit isolated. There could be forgiveness required, maybe even a little bit of mourning. For others of you, this is about allowing yourself the time and the space to grieve, or to get honest with yourself about what you truly desire, what you truly want, and then to put some action behind it. And I just don't feel like there's been a ton of action with the Hanged Man, but you may find something out. There could be some sort of news or gossip, or, I mean, there could be something, you have the death energy here on the kite. So there could be some sort of news that comes in and it brings about a major transformation. It brings about an ending possibly in order to have this transition and to go through some sort of spiritual growth, spiritual enlightenment. Spirit is saying here, don't resist the change. Don't resist some sort of loss here, even though it needs to kind of come up here in a big way. Big Ben. Okay, I just heard Big Ben. I don't know if that's a location or if maybe it's a Ben in your life. Okay, Big Ben or Big Bend maybe. Because in the future, you're able to move on here. So even though it looks a little bit stuck, it looks a little bit stagnant, I'm getting here around the 14th, the 15th, the 16th. There could be some big changes that show up because you're viewing things in a different way, and it's actually going to allow you to move forward here in any relationship or partnership in your life. It doesn't have to just be romantic. This could be with your children, with your siblings, with your parents, with your friends. The Three of Wands says that you're moving forward and you have the map in your hands to be able to do so. It's saying here, don't take your eye off the prize because you've made some choices that you went back and forth on in the past. You've hummed and hawed, right? Do I forgive? Do I let this go? Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I rock the boat? Do I keep the peace by not speaking up? Remember, we have the expression. That was one of the very first messages coming in for you, Virgo, is to express yourself, to share your thoughts. Maybe some of you even have a little bit of regret or remorse over some hurtful words that maybe you said or you were a part of as well. It's not always just about the other person because it takes two. And the Three of Wands here is saying you have the ability to kind of walk in a new direction. And isn't this interesting? The road that she's walking on, it looks to be a little bit uphill, right? So there could be a little bit of an uphill progression. I don't want to use the word battle because I don't necessarily see it's going to be a battle, but it's just going to take a little bit more effort, more momentum, and more energy, especially if you're not used to walking uphill, right? Sometimes if I run up and down the stairs 1,000,000 times a day, I'm like, whew, I should probably be running up and down the stairs more because it can be winding. And so this isn't just physical. This is mentally, emotionally, where you're kind of going uphill here. But I feel like you've been preparing for it, so you won't be as winded. Okay, let's take a look and see how you're feeling. How are you doing? What's going on with you, Virgo? What's going on with you? Okay, someone may need to purchase, or maybe that's part of what's coming in the mail. I'm getting here a new kitchen gadget. So perhaps it is an inversion mixer. It could be a microwave. Maybe it's a refrigerator. I feel like it's something for kitchenware or kitchen use. Okay, please take that as it resonates. How are you feeling? You're ready to heal. The stars are aligning to really make magic happen in your life. You're ready to move on from a situation that's been difficult, that's been challenging. Your hope is that someone else is able to move on as well because they're not laying there by themselves. There's two people and they're both pointing, at the stars here. And so when the star shows up, it typically shows up after the tower. And this can be about guidance, right? Peace, positivity, and hope for the future. Instead of giving up on those dreams, you're not doing that because you're strong enough here to live and get through any of these challenges. And I feel like you may even have a solid mentor, a therapist, a coach, a life partner, someone who's by your side that can help you navigate and guide you through some difficulties. If you are partnered up, some of you may be relying on, someone very close to your heart. If this isn't a partnership or a spouse, I feel like this is someone who you can lean on, right? Someone you can talk to, someone you can share in your worries. Because yes, there's some sort of loss here happening, or there was, but it's okay for you to grieve that peace because we don't want to hold on to it. We don't want it to simmer and simmer and simmer until it gets to a boiling point and causes a tower, which for some of you it already has. But I feel like this is something you're kind of dodging. You're dodging or wanting to go around. But again, it's like that white elephant. You can't quite dodge it, but if you address it now, you're going to be able to kind of fix a situation before that elephant runs rampant in your house, knocking everything over, right? So let's take a look here at the environment. What's going on around you? I'm also getting that some of you, that elephant could be children, or it could be another person's child that may feel a little bit unruly, or this child may have even some anger issues, or just have high energy, and that could cause someone to be a little bit fueled with anxiety, or it just may be that boundaries need to be laid, or that child may need to work on, expending some of their excess energy outside, or doing something else with that channeled energy. I just get that could be a factor. I'm getting parenting as well. Some of you could be struggling with how you parent. If you are partnered up with someone, or even if you're in a divorce or a separation, maybe you get your child back, and from visiting their father or their mother, and then they're completely a different child. That can be bothersome for some of you. Okay, well, there's the Tower that we're talking about. So yeah, some of you are dealing with, this could even be someone may have lost a home, or there could have been a job loss, a bankruptcy, a foreclosure. I feel with the Tower as well, this could be, I'm getting even a global Tower moment. So something around you could happen that does trickle down and affect all of us in some way, shape, or form. But the Tower, like I said, it's there. It's in the room. You can't hide it behind the curtain any longer. And maybe some of you have been in the past. This Tower is actually a good thing coming in. It's even though it's unexpected, I don't feel like it's unexpected in your case here. I feel like this is something you want to heal. That's why you have the Star next to the Tower. You want to heal this, but in order to do so, there needs to be that awakening. And that's why you have the Hanged Man. There needs to be a shattering of an old belief system. And the only way that this can happen is through the Tower. And that's going to offer you that freedom, right? That's the sudden revelation that's going to allow you to see things from a whole new perspective. So for a lot of you, this Tower is within, right? Yes, of course, it could be a global Tower moment, but I feel for a lot of you, this Tower is some inner changes that you are making within that allow you to see a relationship, or allow you to see something that maybe you didn't want to see in the past. Okay, we're actually going to clarify here. We're going to clarify the Tower a little bit more, because who doesn't want to know about the Tower, right? Let's take a look. What do we have for the Tower? Why is the Tower in the environment here for a Virgo? And I like that it's in the environment, because that means you have to see it, right? You can't not address it. Some of you, this has to do with family getting together, and maybe there were some words unspoken. Perhaps there's still a lot of anger. Something needs to be expressed, and maybe some sort of closure or an apology here. Why the Tower? Okay, yeah, there exactly what we just said. There was something difficult with the Three of Swords here showing up, but there's a new offer coming in here for you. So whether it is a love offer, an apology, someone wants to make their wrongs right. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Someone wants to make their wrongs right, or they want to offer you their hearts, even though yours has been broken. Okay, they want to be a part of it. Again, there's no I in teamwork here, and they want to bridge this gap. For some of you here, I mean, you may deny this love at this time because you're still going through some healing. You may deny this offer if you still have some work to do here. But I definitely feel like this Knight of Cups is remorseful. They are sorry for something here. Maybe some hurtful words, or something may have been taken out of context. I feel like someone may have twisted. Okay, this is a specific message here, Virgo. Someone may have twisted the words of another person, but it was built upon that other person here. Like it was pointed a finger that person is the one that did it, or they said it, or something like that. But I feel like there was someone else involved that may have been manipulating, or kind of feeding someone thoughts, right? Or gossip, may have been gossiping. I mean, gosh, that's pretty deep here. Let's take a look and get one more card for the Tower. How are you going to react to this Tower? How are you going to react? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been waiting for this to happen because you need to find that balance. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is the card of reciprocity. So equal give and take. I feel like there's two sides here. Yeah, there's two sides to every story is what I just heard. There's two sides to every story. And the King of Wands is showing up here, Virgo, in reverse. So the King of Wands is someone who's very possibly bossy, inflexible, or very difficult to reach on maybe an emotional or spiritual level. But I feel like there's two sides again to every story. And you may be saying, all right, I'm learning, I'm keeping an open mind. There could be a lot of passion here, and that's why someone wants to rebuild a sense of passion within themselves. Someone may be very passionate towards you or for you here as well. They may offer you their hands because that can be an engagement energy. Okay, you may even hear of an engagement. Let's take a look at your hopes and fears. There's a lot of messages coming in here, Virgo. Please take what resonates. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. And we have a couple of outcome cards, which we won't look at yet. So the Eight of Wands is some quick, rapid communication. It could be travel, someone surprising you as well. Some of you are at a distance. Someone could be entering or coming into your home because they're showing me crossing the threshold. So maybe someone is going out, someone is coming in. The Eight of Wands, though, it's exciting because you see that she's holding someone's hand here. And she has the sunflowers on her cloak there. And there's the Sun card showing up. So you're heading towards these happier times. Whatever this dream was that maybe didn't turn out the way that you had thought or hoped that it would, here it is. And you want to embrace this energy once again. Excuse me. That's why you have the stars here. But in order for you to head forward in this new direction, something needs to come crumbling down. The old foundation that was built on, not solid footing or not solid grounding. Someone may have lied to you about who they were or some debt that they had or where they were. And I feel like it got thrown way out of context here. But you're starting over in honesty is what I'm getting here. Eight of Wands. You're definitely moving towards relocating or moving or shifting in energy. This could be also speedy decisions here. And we have, depending on when you're watching this, we have that final lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, it's on the 28th of October. And that is a time of endings. It's the last lunar eclipse in this series. And it's all about quick results. It's about action. And so whatever it is that got in your way of this sunshine in the past, something is being offered to you here. And I feel like you're saying, okay, I'm going forward here. You're either in it or you're not. You can come with me, but I'm moving forward. And I feel like you're not, some of you, I just heard you're not taking no for an answer, but I feel like that's within your own soul. It's like you're not lying to yourself. You're not taking no for an answer, as in you're not holding yourself back anymore. Beautiful energy. I like this. I like where your head's at. I like what I see here, but you're still going to go through the most difficult part for you, Virgo, this month, may be speaking up and expressing what it is you need, what it is that you want, what's hurt you, because your final outcome is the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Wow. Beautiful energy here. This is passion, this is drive, this is movement. Ace of Wands is about chasing those dreams, and we just talked about that here. She is chasing it. She's not taking no for an answer. If someone is telling her, sorry Virgo, you can't get that dream, she's saying, no, yes I can. I'm not taking no for an answer. And I feel like you're successfully moving forward here in a new paradigm shift, a new perspective. This is exciting after a time of things hang in limbo for a while. Maybe you've been single for quite some time. There's, passion coming in. I feel a lot of you are traveling. You could be traveling to be with a loved one or loved ones. Knight of Wands here, someone definitely coming towards you and offering you a passionate new beginning. This is feeling good. This is optimistic. This is feeling inspired and desired. Ooh, inspired and desired. I like that. So yeah, there's two sides to every story, but this energy that you are in, it's allowing you to move out of that stagnancy or that routine, and it's allowing you to have this passion. It's allowing you to have that, sun energy that's always been there in your foundation. But sometimes as things happen and we go through ups and downs that life throws at us, sometimes we lose sight of that prize. And you're getting back on track here with the Three of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands. I mean, a lot of really fiery, passionate sparks and new momentum happening for you this month. All right, let's take a look, Virgo, and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Virgo for November 2023? All right, Virgo. Okay, something isn't for you. And we said we're not taking no for an answer here. So someone else may not take no for an answer, and maybe you are the one that says, sorry, I need a new beginning here, and it's unfortunately not going to be with you. Okay, so for some of you, for others of you, you know that being in this stuck routine, stagnancy, limbo situation isn't for you any longer. So you're making some big decisions. This is also card 6, which is the card of the Lovers, Gemini energy. But I do feel for a lot of you, you're going to make some solid foundational decisions, because 6 is a solid number. And in this card, it's all about a clear knowing that something, it's not right for you. It's not where you want to be. It can be about rejection, right? Rejection is protection, and it's redirecting you directly to that Ace of Wands and that Knight of Wands. So some of you, you may reject that Knight of Cups energy, that offer that comes in, or maybe it's you are the one that's giving the offer and it's rejected, but it's all for good reason, because look what you have here is the outcome. The Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning. But the red flags escape your observation, or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. And if you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Yeah, because I see two options available are coming in here, but someone, that could be a thing. The thing is you don't want to disappoint someone else, right? And it could be that, yeah, someone is disappointed because maybe you were their sunshine. Maybe a situation didn't work out because it wasn't meant to. And that's why you have this indecisive energy here. You really wanted it to work, but maybe there was not enough love, because you hear so often, love is all you need, right? We need respect, and we need kindness, and we need, the things that can foster and grow in that love. Love is that choice, but we need to, shift the energy. And if something isn't being reciprocated, which we see with the Six of Pentacles, then you may be deciding to walk away. But you've done a lot of thinking. You've done a lot of analyzing, because look at that. There's a chess game right behind that fortune cookie that says nope. Some of you may have had a fortune cookie recently, and you may have had a very important message in that as well. If so, I would love to hear it in the comment section box below. But there is a window, this window of opportunity, or something has been shut for a while, and what you don't see coming, or in the outcome here, there's actually a new opportunity, a new window, a new doorway opening for you that's in much more alignment with what it is that you truly seek and that you truly want. But it's difficult. We've all been here where we contemplate and we oscillate between going back and forth. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I open my heart up? Do I shut it down? Do I, a lot of wishy-washy back and forth indecisiveness happening here. And for some of you, you're done with that. You're done with the unknowing. You're done with the not feeling the joy and the love and the expansion that relationships can bring. And some of you, you've lost a romantic feeling, or maybe there still is romantic feelings, but again, that love piece, there's so much more that must be honored. So some of you are saying yes to this offer coming in by the Knight of Cups. And for others of you, you're passing it by to receive this offer from the Knight of Wands, right? New beginning or re-sparking something. And when you re-spark, if there's some sort of reconciliation, or if you're in a relationship that's been stagnant, I feel whatever you're doing, you will never go back to that old energy. You'd rather hightail it out than go back to this energy. So if you and this other person are willing to grow and advance together in this relationship, then it looks really beautiful. You have the opportunity to do so. But for a lot of you, there's been too much loss, or there's been too much disappointment or pain in the heart area, especially with the Three of Swords. That's why you have the Tower, where you're going to reject someone's apology or offer. You're going to close up this gap or close up this window of opportunity here, and not even close it up. You're actually taking this window of opportunity, but you're taking it in a new direction. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope it resonates. A little bit of a complex reading here. It could be a complex month, but overall, tuning into your energy, I feel like this is much needed. This is something that you need to get off your chest. You need to clear the air. You need to stick to staying decisive instead of wavering back and forth. And it's going to lead to a lot of bliss, a lot of magic, a lot of joy, and a lot of happiness. Thank you so much for tuning in, Virgo. If this reading resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. And it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.